Hello, welcome to the Red Men TV. It's daily news time. It's Monday. What are we talking about today? Naby Keita again. Yes, please. All over a bit of that. Stories moved on even since we wrote the agenda, actually. Naby Keita, according to Guinea journalist, this came out yesterday. Mamadou Sakho, who fucking knows, of Foot 224, Guinea journalist, as I said that Liverpool have met with Naby Keita and agreed on wages of £130,000 a week. Now all we need to do is convince Leipzig to sell Naby Keita. As I said, the story has moved on. Paul Joyce from the Times, Northwest correspondent, very well-respected Liverpool journalist, has corroborated the story now and basically said that that's right. Naby Keita has indeed met Jurgen Klopp or his representatives, agreed to £130,000 a week. Naby Keita could be ours. Goes back to pre-season training this week. He's going to have to ask Leipzig. He's going to have a meeting. Let me find the guy's name. Oliver Minzlaff. He's to meet him. He's the chairman of Leipzig and to discuss his future. Basically, he needs to tell them that he doesn't want to be there and stuff. And then Liverpool, according to Paul Joyce, will make a structured offer, and it's going to blow our transfer record out of the water. We know that Leipzig rates Naby Keita around about £70 million. I think it's like 80 million euros is what they want for him. First off, let's hope that the pound strengthens a little bit because that'll help us out just a little touch. But with May and all that in charge, we've got no fucking chance. Which also screwed my holiday up. Thank you very much, you fucking Tory wankers. Yeah, back to the football and stuff. Naby Keita, 70 million quid. We're going to make a structured deal, so it's going to be like, I'd guess that the first offer is going to be around 50 to 60 million pounds with add-ons, but that's what Liverpool are going to look to do for Naby Keita. It's monumental. I mean, Liverpool spending this much money on a centre midfielder. He's had an amazing season in the Bundesliga. Leipzig want to keep hold of him and Emil Forsberg, we know, because they've got Champions League. But when Liverpool come calling, I really believe now that this deal might actually go through. And it's the first time this weekend when I've really believed from Friday onwards that we are going to get our man, because how times have changed. And we've got loads and loads of things to talk about. I just want to take a couple more minutes to talk about Naby Keita. How many times over the last 5-6 years have I sat here over the summer and gone, Liverpool want this guy, and it's fallen through? Now, all we're hearing every single time we're linked with someone is they want to come to Liverpool. What a massive difference that is. What a great difference that is as a Liverpool fan. When you know that the likes of Virgil van Dijk, Mo Salah, Naby Keita, Oxlade Chamberlain, they're our top targets. And they all want to come to Liverpool. There's no ifs, buts or maybes about this. They're all happy to come to Liverpool because Liverpool's got Champions League football. We've got a project with Jurgen Klopp as our manager, and he's improving players. We'll talk about Oxlade Chamberlain next. He's turned down Arsenal's final contract offer, citing that he's not there for money. You know, he doesn't want monetary gains out of this contract. He wants first team football and he wants assurances over the amount of games he's going to get. Now, he's turned this contract down. He could leave in a year. The likelihood is now Arsenal want to try and get some money for him rather than lose him in a year's time. Now, Liverpool fans, first, I think at the early part of this summer, thought it would be one or the other. It's now looking like both Naby Keita and Oxlade Chamberlain. Now, Oxlade Chamberlain is a player that I've gone on record for the last 2, 3, 4 months since we first linked, probably I think it was December the 18th or something like that. So even longer, and I said that I like him. I like him as a player. I like the way that he could possibly fit into this squad. He's obviously a massive Steven Gerrard fan, wants to play centre midfield. We don't know tactically how Liverpool are going to set up, but Klopp's come out this week and talked about the tactical flexibility that he wants from Liverpool this season. He spoke about playing 4-3-3 for a majority of games last season, and he wants us to switch between the 4-5-1, the 4-3-3. We might play 2 up top as well. So having someone who can play in a multitude of positions is only going to help strengthen our squad, and that's where Oxlade Chamberlain fits in. So hopefully we can get that deal over the line as well. I think what we'll know is over the next 3 days, 4 days maybe, whether both of these deals are going to come through. I'm going to just slide into the comments section quickly, but just to keep you updated, we'll be talking about Andy Robertson, we'll be talking about Keiran Gibbs from Arsenal, a little one on Raul Jimenez, and we'll be talking about Sturridge, Gomez, Sakho and Coutinho, as well as something about the Sun later on. Tom, have I got anything half decent to talk through?
You've got a super chat from Phil Haig.
Oh, well done, Phil. Thank you very much, mate. Did he actually say anything?
Nope.
Phil? Much appreciated, mate. As we discussed on Friday, there'll be no woos from Pajak for Super Chats. Oh, yeah, before I get into the chats too much, 5,000 likes for the video on Friday, and I'd have been sat here behind this cushion, and only this cushion. You failed miserably. You got like 3,500. Can you get the right figure for me, Tom? I think it was around 3,500. I'd planned, there's my snotty tissues, or my wank rags. Who knows? I don't record myself having a wank on camera. Yeah, so the pillow, 3,700. Pathetic. You pathetic losers. You could have had me nude behind this. You know what I mean? Wouldn't you have enjoyed that for the Daily News? You're going to need 10,000 likes to get that now. 10,000. If you do 10,000, I'll have something special lined up for you. Okay, I'm going to slide back into the chat anyway. Thanks for the super chat, much appreciated. Bat Van Vanay, Pajak Nudes. Dan Gregory, Pajak Nudes. MVC Gaming, Pajak Nudes. RJS96. Najak Poods. Go ahead. I don't think it's going to catch on. Can anyone remember where this first started? Because it was definitely a live show. Me and Paul were talking about it last week, whether it was a deadline day or whether it was just one of our live shows. Do you remember, Tom?
It was deadline day when you got your nipple out with the yellow vest.
I did get my nipple out.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple of times, actually. There was one where I just walked in front of a camera with nipple and didn't tell anyone, which was lovely. Will the deal actually happen, says Luke Maddock? I think it will. I think both the Naby Keita and Oxlade Chamberlain deals will happen. I think there's more chance of us signing Naby Keita than Oxlade Chamberlain. Hashtag Pajak fully clothed. Yes! Love that. Sam Morris, you're gay. No, you're gay. And it doesn't matter either way. Ryan King, hashtag Pajak nudes. Dan Gregory, pillow nudes. Yeah, weird. It's bad, like, more Pajak nude chat than Harambe, anyway. And as Paul says, the Pajak nudes won't die. Anyway.
Nips for tips.
Nips for tips. Yeah. I'm not doing a woo, but I'll do nips for tips. How's that for you? Okay, back onto the news. Seamlessly flying from Naby Keita, Pajak nudes, nips for tips, and now we're back onto Andrew Robertson. The Sunday Express via the Daily Star are reporting that Liverpool face competition from guess who? West Ham, Watford, Burnley, and Newcastle. It's not good, is it really? I mean, when you look at it, transfer targets that Liverpool have had this summer, and they're always linked with Arsenal and Manchester United and even Juventus and Monaco and all these teams. Yet this one that's been rumbling on all summer, well, the teams that are linked with Robertson are West Ham, Watford and Burnley. I mean, it tells you all you need to know about the player and whether he's really good enough for Liverpool. I've said again that I think he's a good fullback. I think he can make a difference. But is he good enough to be a starting left-back for Liverpool? Probably not, no. But you never know. You can improve players. Jurgen Klopp's improved players since he's been in. So if he thinks there's something about Andrew Robertson, then I'm willing to bet that there is. Another one, 27-year-old Keiran Gibbs linked from Arsenal this time. He's got 1 year left on his deal with Arsenal. Interestingly, Calcio Mercato, the Italian publication, are saying that Liverpool are interested. He'll be a backup left back, and they're citing the British press as their news, as their sort of where the links have come from. Now, I've scoured the British press. They're not. The British press are saying that it's Calcio Mercato. Calcio Mercato are saying the British press. I'm saying it's a load of fucking bullshit. And finally, Raul Jimenez linked with a £35 million move. Wow. Yeah. Bullshit. I'm just going to call it now. This time it's the Daily Mail. We're going to do battle with West Ham. I think what's happened there is West Ham don't get enough clicks, so they've thrown Liverpool's name in there. It's not going to happen. And out, okay, Daniel Sturridge. Liverpool had a change of heart on Daniel Sturridge. Apparently, Klopp in particular, we're not willing to part ways with Daniel Sturridge this summer. We've decided the cost of replacing Sturridge with a similarly talented striker will leave Liverpool out of pocket. So there you go. That makes perfect sense to me. Will we see a little bit more of two up top like we saw at the end of last season? Who knows? But having the likes of Roberto Firmino, Daniel Sturridge, Danny Ings, Solanke, excuse me, it can only be good. And when we've got Champions League football, we don't need to be depleting this squad. We need to be adding to it. And apart from Jimenez, there's not many strikers that we've been linked with, so I can't see this one happening either. I think that's been the case for a long time. Joe Gomez, the Mirror reporting that he could be moving to newly promoted Brighton. Again, you know, Birmingham are now in the race for this one. For me, I think this one, if it's going to get done, it's going to get done later on in the window when we see whether we've brought in any backup left back or whether we've brought in any centre back. For now, I'm not sure I think that Joe Gomez would move out before bringing other defensive reinforcements in. Things could change. Mamadou Sakho, £30 million. Liverpool want for Mamadou Sakho. Stoke City apparently have entered the race. They're not going to be paying 30 million quid. But you know what? The more people that get involved in this, the higher the price for Mamadou Sakho will go. And finally, the big out, Philippe Coutinho. Liverpool apparently slapped €100 million price tag on his head. PSG, now the interested party. Again, so looking at the Liverpool Echo's website and looking at a few other websites, this was claimed by Telefoot in France. It looks like this one's a little bit made up as well, to be honest with you. So, look, right now, I don't expect Phil Coutinho to be leaving. I don't expect the bid to be coming in excess of 100 million quid. And I think Philip Coutinho will be here next season, regardless of whether we sign other players or not, for huge amounts of money. Final piece of news before I slide back into the comments. Excuse me, I'm going to have to cough. A national boycott of the Sun has been voted for at the annual FSF group. They had a weekend, they had a two-day event at the weekend, the Football Supporters Federation. Fans of Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal and 70 other football clubs around the country have agreed to call for a national boycott of the Sun newspaper. Absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to read some of this here. The motion was proposed at St George's Park in Burton at the weekend by Spirit of Shankly member Roy Bentham and seconded by Dave Kelly of the Everton Supporters Trust, who, as we know, have always stood behind us on anything Hillsborough related. Every single person who was there voted for the boycott. Not one member of one fan club from any of these clubs voted against it. Just what a show of solidarity around this boycott. I mean, absolutely brilliant. And what it means now, that all these fan groups up and down the country will now go back and put pressure on their clubs to ban the Sun and call on shopkeepers and vendors around the ground to stop selling it. So we know over the years the HFSG, the HJC have done amazing work around the Justice campaign and stuff. And now it seems to have been picked up by Shun the Sun, and this is kind of where this one's coming out from. So the Shun the Sun obviously started to lobby shopkeepers around Anfield and started to put pressure on Liverpool and Everton to ban Sun journalists. So hopefully all Sun journalists will be banned from all of these grounds around the country, and the shops around the football stadiums will have pressure put on them such that they don't sell the Sun either, which is absolutely fantastic news, not only for Liverpool fans, but football fans in general, because it's a fucking rag. Honest to God, it is a piece of shit that lies to you on a daily basis. Would you pay to be lied to? That's what people who buy the Sun do, and that's fucking despicable if you ask me. Sorry for the swear, it's a emotive subject for me. It really does. Everything that it stands for pisses me off down to my core, and not just over the hills, but stuff. Obviously, the majority of my feelings and my depth of feeling does come from that, but it's an absolute fucking rag. Give your heads a wobble if you read it. Get behind it. If you're not a Liverpool fan and you're watching this video, get behind your supporters group and make sure that this word is spread loud and proud. Anyway, thanks for that, and I will get back into the comments.
Just two things.
Two things, mate. Go for it.
You missed a super chat.
Go ahead.
Benjamin James Clark, £5.
Woo!
Hashtag nips for tips.
Said I wouldn't do that.
And and someone said check out what Titi Kamara just tweeted, so I had a look.
At Benjamin James Clark, nips for tips, thank you very much. Let's get into a private chat for that. Slide into me DMs and we'll do nips for tips.
And Titi Kamara said, from what I'm led to believe, Naby has his heart set on LFC. Leipzig have been informed of his intent and are looking for a replacement.
Magic. Well, this is another thing that came out this morning. Thanks very much for that. Is that Naby Keita wasn't on the kit reveal for RB Leipzig's new kit. 6 of their players were, but one of their superstars, Naby Keita, wasn't on there. So basically, it's a fucking done deal, lads. Is what I'm trying to tell you. He's not on the kit reveal. Absolutely going to be at Liverpool next season. Right, okay. Come on, you gooners. Leave my Chamberlain alone. Blood said Lush B. Yeah, go ahead. Really wants us to go in for Ryan Bertrand or Gulam, Anthony Muldoon. You know what? Ryan Bertrand, there's a video of me absolutely ripping the shit out of him from about 3 or 4 years ago. I actually think he's a good left-back now. He's proved me wrong, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Sushar says, Emre Can better than any Liverpool centre midfielder. I'm not sure I 100% agree, but congratulations, Emre Can, for winning the Confederations Cup with Germany. Zubs LFC, You'll Never Walk Alone. Please sing, Chris, we're going to win the league. And when we are going to win the league, I will be the first to sing it. No problem. Phil Hackwell said, Chris, Son are scum. Yes, they are. Anything decent, Tom? Stephen Southern, Chris, gives a job. Stephen, no. Louis Larger, fuck the Sun. Fuck them up, the stupid asses.
So MWC is cool. When is Emre Can going to sign a bloody contract?
Oh, I'm not sure about the Emre Can stuff. That's a really interesting comment. I imagine because he's been playing in the Confederations Cup, that's been put on the back burner a little bit for now. I wouldn't be surprised if before the season started, Emre Can signs a new deal. I think we need to try and get some of our business done. So we've got one budget for transfers, for wages, for all of that. We aren't going to know what we've got left to offer Emre Can, but I would imagine that he will sign before the summer is out. Dan Gregory, Dick's out for Payjack. That's a bit weird. I've just got this mental image of loads of people sat in the bedroom with the dick out because of that hashtag. Go ahead. Everest Galbraith, you've just been turned out by Tom for 300 seconds. He loves that. What did he do?
I'm not telling you.
Okay. DJ Field Dog, I hope Emery gets his contract sorted. Yeah, same here. Okay, well, we'll be back. If there's no more good ones. Oh, hang on. Ahmad Ikwan, I've been subscribed to you guys for a while, around the early thousands. I've enjoyed every single video you've made. You'll never walk alone, from Brunei all the way from Asia. Ahmed, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. As with everybody, you know, funnily enough, we were talking about this morning. We started out in Paul's dining room, putting the setup every single time, and now we're here, and it is literally down to the subscribers of the website who pay us £2 a month to listen to what we want to do, which provides us the ability to be able to do these free shows on YouTube and stuff. Every single time we do a show, I'm amazed by how many people jump into the comments, how many people watch. It truly is like a fucking dream job for us. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. That goes to every single one of you. Thanks very much for commenting. It's been an absolute pleasure, as it always is. Just want to say, fuck the Sun before I go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video, which will be